Good afternoon, howdy. It is 5:16:25. This is a pool. This is the chair. This is me with the iPad in my hands and the phone in my hands so I could record my voice. And that's kind of the setup. I'm not wearing a cowboy hat, but in the imagination right now I am. I am, however, wearing these orange sunglasses. Yeah. So today I want to go into this situation I'll be working on for quite a while. Before I get into this, I want to say I have to figure out what electricity is. Electricity. What it is. We know that our hearts are ran by electricity in the AV and the SA nodes. This actually goes first. And I would like to know what the relationship is with gravity. So I'm going to be working on this for a while, and I just want to start it now because there is no time like the present. We have our Earth's gravitational field, body's gravitational receptors in the muscle spindles. That means, and also in our vestibular system. That means that we are able to tell our bodies, hopefully, where we are at in space in relationship to gravity. And I read some things that our Earth's gravitational field changes sometimes, which is funny because it's like called the only constant. Gravity isn't constant, it does fluctuate. And if you really think about it, our Earth is just this kind of ball of water and some land, a couple volcanoes, and a bunch of people. That's our Earth. And it is kind of more or less just floating in the middle of space, because what they say is that the sun is like way over here, and I'll draw the other planets. They are all in this synergistic relationship with each other that kind of keeps everything in this orbital situation. So that's the explanation I have from what I understand about gravity and how it works. And I know there's so much more out there, so much more science, research, and experts who know about this, and I am still just a student. I like to remind you guys, the dog I'm watching was eating a piece of grass. Sorry. So I like to remind you guys that I am just the student. and I like to learn and put things together in the way that I see them. And that is my caveat. If you have any conversation to bring, I welcome that. I really hope this reaches somebody who's interested in this. So let's see. Earth's gravitational field, body's gravitational receptors in our vestibular system and our muscle spindles. Earth also has this geomagnetic field that is supposedly shifting. I like to watch suspicious observers on YouTube. The guy's name is Ben, I believe, and he does a really good job reporting on the daily sun activity and what it means to have our geomagnetic fields affected by that sun activity of these coronal mass ejections and these spots that seem to have some sort of personalities affecting our Earth. Duplicate. Oops. Cut. So the sun affects our Earth, and that's pretty cool. So check them out if you want to know more. I cannot give you all the details because I'm not an expert in this field. But it does spark my interest because I hope to be an expert in this brain field and connect the brain with the Earth, the people on the Earth, outer space, and the molecular and atomic world of this human brain that we have. So that is what I'm getting out of it. Anyway. The space weather, I got that from Ben. It's sneaking electric impulse to Earth through the magnetic pole shifts down time. I don't know. Downtime. Through the magnetic pole shift downtime. So apparently there was all those blackouts that happened in the cities Portugal, France. There's a couple other blackouts that was reported to be due to a downtime in the gravitational fields, and it was very short. This is not how short it was. I'm just saying for this story, we'll say it was 2 seconds short, and this we'll say is consistent the rest of time. And then all of a sudden 2 seconds happens and the sun is allowed to come, the effects from the sun are allowed to come into we'll say it's allowed to come and reach Earth, whereas otherwise this constant geomagnetic field would block this radiation. I would say radiation, but again, I don't know if that's the right word. I'm just trying here because, downtime, shit's happening that's unusual, not usual, and prepping for more events like this could be beneficial to humankind. And that's what I think. So I thought spiritualists would call this when the veil thins. Maybe you experience things super not science. Experience things that are not usual, and that is because I think it's because, and this is what I'm trying to work on. I think it's because your gravitational receptors in your body are also changed with the geomagnetic field change, causing where's my brain? Let's see. I guess this could be the brain. Changing perception, internal perception. And shifting consciousness. Shifting consciousness? Maybe. Could be a change in brain chemistry to areas of the brain are not usually accessed by a person's consciousness. Yeah. Your heart beats per minute can fluctuate in coherence with the Earth's wave frequency. You're like doo 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 doo. And so we live in a symbiotic kind of homeostatic way with the Earth. Things that happen to the Earth are going to happen to us. This is why I think it's cool to observe eye movements, because it gives us a window to the brain activity, autonomic function, and the heart's vitality that is going to affect those eye movements. And I think the geomagnetic resonance of the Earth. Oh my god. One moment, let me make this Earth round. Let's see. There we go. Geomagnetic resonance with the Earth is going to affect human behavior, relationships to themselves and others, health, and coincidence. Okay, obviously I'm making some crazy claims here. I mean, not crazy, but this is why I'm starting this now, because this is a long-term note. So this is going to be worked on by me for a while, years and years to come. What can we do about all this is what I'm thinking now, is that we can choose to sync with Earth's frequency, or we'll be forced to do it when, I don't know, tidal waves flood your house, or the sun sets fire to all of your trees, or people come to do harm to innocent people. Okay. Let's not go there. Let's blame the earth and the natural world. And let's not blame humans. Just kidding. It's really nothing to be blamed for. This is kind of out of our control, but what is in our control is we can choose to sync with Earth's frequency by the information that is already out there. And critically think for ourselves. So this is more my realm of things. As my chiropractic work can do, your eyes are stuck because your muscles are stuck and your neck's stuck. Then you might get in a car crash when you didn't see that semi-truck while you were switching lanes, and you throw your head over your shoulder. It doesn't quite make it as far as it needs to, and then bad things happen. But I think that, oh yeah, there we go. Why chiropractic can help. I think because we can expand the awareness of the human brain and its capabilities in relationship to the body. And the beautiful thing about all this is that things that die off, if they're in a fire or get taken out by the waves, that's all energy. Or even when people die, it's all energy that can be recycled, because that's the way everything works here. So I'll leave it with this. There's loops, patterns, frequencies, physicality, and the fact that matter moves, and these are all subjects that we can choose to utilize. Humans are the greatest resource. Gas, electricity, farming, blah, 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 blah. The grid. Shit that we pay for, stuff. Humans? They're alright. Thank you for watching.